Hello and welcome back to the Midlands map. Yes, for a real episode today, I hope. How's my cold? Still there, kind of. I mean, I feel better. Got a bit of a scratchy throat. And, oh, that's interesting up there. I don't know what that was all about. Bit of a scratchy throat and a bit congested. That's it. I actually feel fine, so we can do stuff today. Whether it'll be as long as a normal episode, the hour, I don't know, but we'll get in as much as I feel comfortable doing. I will say, I like it here. Do we know where we are? We're going to a little guess the station, but not a real one. It sounds great, I'll say that much. I'm not sure about the hovering people up there, though. That's very disconcerting. I feel like I'm breathing ice through my nose right now because I've just had a cough drop, a super strong one, to ease the throat and hopefully get me through a good 45 minutes at the very least. I've also got a cup of tea, that works wonders. But yeah, thank you everybody for putting up with me during my cold. It was rough. Only as far as recording was concerned, it wasn't actually that bad. It was just frustrating. But anyway, enough about that. Shall we do an episode today? We are at Tamworth. Yes, on the West Coast Main Line for the Trent Valley Line to be more precise. For good reason. I have changed my mind where we're going. If you did watch the Notton episode, you'll know I said we're going to head up to that branch off just before Brereton upon Trent and head down that line, which would eventually take us to Stafford. However, what we're going to do today is we're going to continue this line a little bit further than here. We're going to head up to Litchfield, which we're already at, and we're going to finish off the Trent Valley Line junction on the upper level down to the lower level, and then we're going to Rugeley. Yes, I thought that would be a good idea to put in, as it's kind of a key to a lot of our connections on the west side of our map. That will allow us to head down to Walsall. It will also allow us to head up to Stafford, and then once we're at Stafford from Rugeley, we can cut across and finish that line off. So yes, that's the plans today. It's busy here, isn't it? Tamworth is busy. We have to do something with those houses there in the right side of the screen. They do not, or as they build more. Well, we'll just ignore it for now. We'll get to the detailing part eventually. Shall we? Yeah, so I'm guessing the floaty-like people, the floaty-light, are these when they walk down here. There we go. First throat clear of the day. I'll edit those out though this time. I will not inflict them on you. So we're heading up this way. I'm guessing this is here. However, we've got some temporary crossovers here. These are not going to exist anymore. Let's bring up the UI. What is the date? March 8th? 9th? Just don't say that. March 1974. You may, if you've watched the Sights and Sounds, the first video of the Sights and Sounds series, that'll be the only one for a while, because what I've got planned is at the end of the series, or towards the end as we transition into Transport Fever 2, which is getting all sorts of close now, I'll leave it to you guys to send in, like, don't do it now, because I'll never remember. But close to the time, you are going to all choose what places we have on those, and I'll do a few of them. And we can all vote on our favourites, and there we go. There's something to end the series. We'll have it all detailed. It's actually quite busy here at Litchfield, isn't it? Certainly is. Is this Litchfield? Yes, it is. We're heading up this way, through Handsacre. In fact, we're going to plough straight in the middle of Handsacre and Armitage there. And then we're going to scoot past Brereton. Don't know whether that's a typo or whether that's correct. And we're going to sit right on the outskirts of Rugeley, just here. The reason that place is in is because Rugeley town station kind of sits between the two, and there's more of Rugeley below. Now, here's what I'm not sure about at the moment. There is Rugeley B power station right here, so that might go in. Whether it exists currently, I don't know. Let's sort this out, shall we? They've made a mess of their roads. We're going to knock this back. It's a bit of a bizarre one, Rugeley. I was a little surprised when I looked on the map at just how terrible it is, public transport-wise, to get to the station. There's not much going on there at all. So that did surprise me. However, we're not going to care about that. We might need to make this flat. Yes, because I want to make some sort of junction work here. And as usual, I would love them to rebuild. That's going to be steep, isn't it? Yeah, I don't think that actually exists. But we should be alright. Hopefully that is... I thought I deleted them all. I was looking at the 0%. I thought, oh no, I've deleted everything. That is awkward. But no. We've still got houses. We'll let them regrow before we do any power station business, or whether we put it in at all. I kind of wouldn't mind it. It would give us another area to deliver coal. Pretty much how we did up by Nottingham Way and the East Midlands Parkway. Oh, it's good to be back, guys. It really is. I mean, I feel fine. That's the cool bit. It's just the remnants, really, of a cold. The usual scratchy throat and a bit congested. If I didn't have that, I would just feel normal. Right, now, many of you asked, what does the parking lot thing do here? Well, if you get a bit of track here, it does let you do that. However, and this is the awkward bit, it doesn't let you do it the other side, and if you change this to an island platform with one either side, it does nothing. So that's a little unfortunate. It's kind of almost there, isn't it? If you could have the island platform with one either side and space for a transit track, that would work. That would work wonders. And then we'd have a proper Brereton upon Trent. I'm sure Brereton upon Trent doesn't mind this new station layout. It's not too terrible, is it? No, it's not. So yeah, where we were going to head was Hatton and Tutbury, this way. And then that goes all the way over to wherever, not Stoke, wherever. Where are you, Stafford? I don't know where Stafford is. I think it heads to Stafford, or is it Stoke? Pretty sure it's Stafford. But yeah, I want to connect Stafford anyway, because poor old Walsall's been left out. And we're kind of almost there. That's enough rambling. Good night. You would think I'd take it easy on my throat, wouldn't you? Nope. Just keep on talking. Let's get some track selected, shall we? Oh dear, I never learn, will I? Never learn. Like, rest your throat, Gran. Nope. I'm going to spend 10 minutes talking. Well, it's going to be more than that, isn't it? It's however long it takes. Right, let's extend this for the first time. It's going to be nice because we don't have any trains then that turn around at Tamworth here. Litchfield, even. Not Tamworth. I don't know whether this exists, actually. This might actually exist. It looks like it should, right? No, that's made up. I think that's a GT moment right there. I did put the car park in. That's nice. I've done the part of the junction that we're interested in. The main reason is it's on a bit of a slope, as you can see. Whether the slope is that aggressive, I highly doubt it. But I've gone with it. Now I'm going to have to go back here. Oh dear. Well, you almost thought about it. What I want to do is have the connecting track. I'm going to say it's depot usage / freight, but it comes down like this. It does not matter, there's no catenary on it, how steep we go, as long as we connect up to here eventually. I mean, I guess it shouldn't be super steep, should it? Should we? Oh, don't do that. I don't want it crashing. No, stop that. No. As long as it's fairly smooth. I mean, ideally, we're supposed to just come straight in, but it could prove to be a little bit tricky. I don't like that. That does scare me an awful lot. Okay, I'm not sure what you're doing here. Should we just go in like that and then sort it out? It's supposed to be smooth. Maybe if I come out of here first and hold shift down and get a nice flat section for us to move with. There we go. Can we connect the two without everything blowing up in my face? Because it would be lovely. Ooh, look at that. Do you know, that's not too bad, is it? I mean, it's a bit scary over here. However, that is pretty much how it goes. So we'll put that in. I like it. We're going to raise this up a touch. Oh, look, we get to official episode this. Perfect. Good start. I'm actually putting my name to this one. I actually enjoyed the shorter episode where I was just chatting to you guys, even though it was about a cold. I mean, I might do something like that again with a purpose of showing parts of the map that isn't a sort of a full-on detailing episode. It's more of a recap. Some of those might be useful. I don't know what you guys think about those. Drop a comment below. And you can either say, grand, we never want another episode like that again, unless you're ill, severely ill. Or you might enjoy my rambling for 30 minutes. Or was it even that? I don't know, it was like 20 minutes. I don't know whether there are trees on here. I think there are. We're going to put them in anyway. Why not? I think it's more like bushes and stuff. But it gives us a bit of detailing around here, doesn't it? Marvellous. There is a sidings, and looking at the map, it sort of looks like a stables of sorts. Like overnight stable. We're going to change this train. He will be a diesel. He's on his final runs. I don't know whether there's I think there are actually trees around here, come to think of it. So we're going to put them in, and we can always undo it later. But for now, I think that works. What do you reckon? The reason I want to put in more diesels, I was going to say detailing, more diesels, is it because it will reduce the amount of issues we have with sound effects. Yes, that's what I'm going with. All right, now this branches back out. Which is where the stables thing comes up. So if we put this in like so and head round over that way, then we're gonna have the sidings in. That is a thing that's happening for us. We're gonna keep everything flat. I don't know whether it's raised up. Not seeing many cab rides on this one. I promise we will get to Rugeley. It looks like we're not gonna at the moment. But we will, I promise. We do have another sidings type thing coming up to this bridge. I mean, it's not quite right. There's a bit of a gap. So we'll go with something like that. Again, I don't think this is electrified. Which train is that? Oh, we can't replace you, I'm afraid. Because I'd have to go in and edit the file. So we're going to leave you. And you're just going to have to deal with it. I should have set it what? Well, shoulda, coulda, woulda. You didn't know, did you? So don't talk about it. No, what I was going to say is what I could have done was have set the auto replacement. That might have crashed it, actually. So let's leave it alone. Right, we're going to bring this one out like so. That will do for that side's sidings. I think it might be for turning around trains. For us, we'll probably never use it. But it's there and it's scenery. Alright. Let's continue up. We want to be heading in between Armitage and oh dear. Handsacre. Yes. I'm sure one of those is right. I think I just said the same thing multiple times though, so they might not be. Okay, let's get back to our high-speed track. Catenary. Absolutely. There is little wiggles and things. Also, there's a little bit of a gap in between the track. That almost rhymes. So we're gonna branch this out slightly. Like so. It's sort of tempted to have ballast in the middle, but we're just going to do it like this. And we're going to have them as two separate tracks running parallel, as long as we keep them flat, because we do have some crossovers in here. So that's going to be a thing. Plus, I do prefer this when we separate with a little bit of a median in the middle, as it is more realistic, isn't it? That's how train tracks do most of the time. They're not all perfectly aligned. I mean, most of it, usually when they're double tracks, they're perfectly aligned, but when they separate like that, I would imagine it accounts for old stations and things like that that no longer exist. I just wanted to extend that so I knew where we were. We're going to have this sidings in. We should only really do this at like 15, shouldn't we? Or for a drop down to pick these, it would be amazing. Maybe one day. Tenery, no. Right, let's get you in. This is going to come back round. Something like that. It actually meets up with the track again almost. Just like that should do. You'll see why in a second. Because this one branches off that way. And then we'll be quite close. Yep, perfect. And then the other one branches off from here. There are three. We'll have that one branch off like that. There we go. We've got our little sidings in. We might put some scenery there. Some static rolling stock. I like it, guys. I like it. We're kind of in, aren't we? It's all sorts of official today. I'm overdoing it just on purpose. Because I'm excited to be recording again and not feeling like a bag of spanners. Just sounding a little bit that way. Okay, we have crossovers galore to do past here, which I was a little surprised about. I didn't know they existed, but they do. They would be a little further north. I believe it's after here. So if we do it like, ooh, let's get the, no. You scrolled out. I missed the track selection, so we zoomed out into space there. Right, 125, right? Tenery, yes, please. Right, let's get these. I'm going to say these are quite quick. They look kind of quick on the map. 60 would do me. Now, if we can get these lined up, it'll be great. I hope it doesn't make a pig's ear of the catenary. We'll see. In fact, you've done it. Sometimes they have a tendency to stick the feet down of the catenary poles into the track. But fortunately for us, that's not what's happened. Alrighty. So we've got that bit in. Then we've got a crossover heading across here. The other side is done later on. So if we keep this at 60, hopefully, can we do that? Yes, we can. Beautiful. That's how that does. That doesn't actually make much sense, Mr. T. Is that right? No, you've done that wrong. That's not where that goes at all. I think it goes from here. That makes more sense. Yes, it's supposed to go from there, I think. And if we can keep that at 60, I'll be surprised, but it'll be lovely. There we go. Do we have no issues with catenary poles? It's a bit close, but it's acceptable. There we go. That's more like it. Now, this one goes back over. Continuing up here. Can we get a 60? Of course you can. There we go. Beautiful. Beautiful. It does allow you to get up here. And it does allow to get into here. This is probably some sort of turnaround, like I said. It might have been an actual... Oh, that looks a lovely shot, doesn't it? Oh, dear. That's beautiful. Multi-layered, guys. This train here is our Caledonian Sleeper, which is not going to stop here for much longer. I don't think anybody ever uses this. Details. Do you? Oh, I don't think you do you? Charts, here we go. No, not one person I don't think has used that plane up there. Now we're back, because I said there's a plane up there. So our trains are going to turn around at Rugeley, which isn't too bad, as we can put a temporary crossover there. Like I said, this business I do not think it's going to exist once we've extended the line out. Now, we need to continue this up here. We want to be, I don't know the heights of this at all. One thing they don't really show you on the maps, you can't get a true feeling for the, we're going to have to hold shift for this. You can't get a true feeling for the height unless it's got a 3D thing on Google Maps available, and you can just about make it out. Right, let's get that middle bit smooth. I mean, I feel like this is nice so far because we're kind of changing elevation. It feels like we're actually flat, but because the ground would raise up and lower down, I do like that. Now, we're missing the Trent this side, believe it or not. There's a reason for that, and that's because this section of the map is too high to put a river in when I was designing it, which is a little unfortunate. It made like a ridiculously large embankment. I'm hoping it's one of my high up on my wish list things is water that can be higher than ground level, because streams and stuff are rarely. Did I say ground level? Sea level. Yes. Because water, if you didn't know, in the current game, is all at sea level. All of it. You can't have anything above. Or below. Like you can't... Well, you can have ground below. Yes, you can. After the fact. Not when you're designing your map. Now, we're going to be a little closer with our crossovers than they should be, as we don't have much room, obviously. So we're going to be going straight across here, because we do want it in. We're going to keep it at 60, hopefully. Oh, we got it. There it is. And then a 60 there. We should be about perfect on the angles. That's lovely. Come on, catenary masts. Do you play nicely? Yeah, you are. Look at you go. Oh, I'm proud of you. I mean, that's a bit scary if you're a driver. I would say that. Although you'd actually be heading that way, so it doesn't matter too much. Alright, shall we get some lovely one-way signals in here, since we know what we're doing? There and there. That's guarding all of that. In fact, we've got enough room, haven't we, to come up to about here. I think. I don't think we'll trip over ourselves doing it like that. That's a fairly decent, a fairly decent distance. Yes, get the words out eventually. Yeah, I tell you what is lovely, guys. No medication. That was iffy. That was all sorts of not good. I won't be doing that too often. We can technically have a signal here. That works for me. The slow line. Is this the right angle? Is this the right way? I think it's up, up, down, down, isn't it? Yes, it is. Yeah, so we can have one on the slow line. That's absolutely fine. And then we'll put the other ones up here. So there's a bit of distance from the junction. That should be nice. We'll go to there. Hopefully it doesn't move the catenary. There we go. Alright guys, we're heading there. Look, there's Rugeley. We're heading there. I think we'll do it today. I really do. I think that is all what we need as well for our connection here. Right, let's head up that way. These can connect back up now, I think. I think it will be acceptable. There we go. Lovely. We're laying out pretty much an outline. We've got a lot of bridges, a lot of tunnels, all that business. We've got things going across here. I don't think there's any rail tunnels, but there are a lot of road bridges going above and below. That's all going to add to the scenery. We are doing that. We can't do anything with the other side just yet. I like it so far, guys. I like it. This bit, I was a little bit concerned, would not fit. But, fortunately, it has. We could have two-way signal just here. Do like that. You can have them there. I don't really like them stopping on a gradient, but I'm sure the drivers are talented enough. We'll have one there. We're going to need some sort of signalling here, aren't we? Actual signalling. We'll have ground signals. Even though you technically want... as long as they're not one way. I almost thought they were one way then. That would have been awkward. Oh, that one's not quite right. Put them there instead. There you go. Now they're right. Get rid of these. Okay. Beautifully lined up. Sort of. Almost. Okay. Well, what we could do, if there's room, we could have an entry signal up here. Not really where you want it. That's just enough room. It's just enough room. That should be fine. Because I kind of want some A mainline entry signal there, if possible. Which we have now. Now, what we can do, we can actually have a signal here. Because this is the fast line. So that can have one. We could... Do we need one here? Well, maybe. No, we'll have that one after the station. It will be here, because this is not going to be here. This crossover. Yeah, we'll go with that. I'm down with that. Now, I'm going to save it before we go ploughing into Handsacre, I believe. We're almost at 1975. Alright, let's play it again. It is all saved. I'm going to let you into a bit of behind the scenes. No, pause it actually. Behind the scenes thingies. When I save it, I put like P2 for part 2 and whatnot when I'm... so that if I'm doing any screenshots or any time lapses towards the end of the season and putting this stuff together, I've got a good idea what's in that episode at that save point. So yeah. It's been a while since I've put one of those save P2s in. That's it. That's all I had to tell you. I was excited about that. It was nice. I've checked, and we kind of go under and over with road bridges on this one, so it really didn't matter about our height. I do want to tidy that up a little bit. We got one that goes over here, sort of thing, so I would like that to go over if possible. I think we can sort of do it. Maybe. I'm going to have to tidy that up a little bit. We can raise up, though. I do want to get it... I have done the station, guys. I have done the station. You'll be pleased to know. I would like this. It's kind of at that angle to be in. Don't be like that, though. Okay, that's too aggressive. You go straight there. That should be good. And then go across there like that. Just going to temporarily put it in. Ooh, it's about nice, isn't it? I like that. Put that in. Drop this back down. Actually, it's going to be a bit on the tight side, isn't it? Let's bring this out and flat. That's not too bad. It's a bit steep, but acceptable. And then we'll bring this around like that. Not the actual road layout, but it'll do for me. I want it in there. I remember what I'm doing. There's a bit further on that goes the other way, so we'll accept that. Right, let's get rid of these little molehills. They're not too bad if they kind of poke through and had stones. There we go. We're going quite a way now, aren't we? On our West Coast main line. Slowly heading towards Crewe. But now that we're through here, this is our turning point. Where we're going to be heading up towards Rugeley. I like it. The track for us will separate again up this way. Only briefly. Ooh, I don't know what you're doing there. You didn't want to snap at all, did you? That's fine. You will. So we're gonna branch out again and have another little section. Like so. There we go. I like it. Ah, yes. I'm pretty pleased about the fact that we're raising up a touch here, because it is kind of raised up. We have bridges and stuff to do. I like it, guys. Perfect. Right, you're going to have to go, though. Can't have you there. It is going to come back and join in again. Oh, lovely. Yeah, we're raised up. This is absolutely spot on. Right, this is going to join back in, hopefully. Come on, don't be a silly sausage. Tell you what, do it from there. And it stayed at 125. That's absolutely perfect. Get in there again. There we go. I like that. I mean, it's a bit scraggly. Scraggly. Some of these are kind of important. The way the track split, as our bridges split as well. They're not like one big bridge. It's two smaller bridges for the up and down line. Goodness, we've gone away, haven't we? We're right up to Rugeley. This is perfect. Let's get in. Let's get in. Right then. This is our... Yes. Well, I could do with you being a little bit higher, but hey, we can make this work. So, Rugeley, interesting one. The buses, they're just non-existent. Like the main town centre. Are we going the right way here? Yes, pretty much. Pretty much. We need to curl round a bit more. We're going to go a little further north, I think. Ooh, you're not very raised up. Although, we could... Oh, did I slow that down too much? I don't remember. We do need to leave a gap. Because, like I said, we come down here. So we need to figure that out. A bit better than I am doing. I feel like we haven't curved it. No, maybe we have. Yeah, no, we're pretty much heading in the right direction. I like it. I'm missing the Trent. so it's hard to get my bearings with this at the moment. Right. I say we put the station in here. You'll be pleased to know I have done the station because, boy, did this crash. A lot. An awful lot. Yes. When I was designing this, it's close enough, I think. I think you'll agree. To Rugeley, it's pretty much there. This is the main line. The other one is where the trains head off this way to Rugeley town, which we're going to probably have around about there. But other than that, yeah, we're about spot on. That's going to come in like that. I don't think this is very quick at all. This almost just bypasses the station, and that's it. It's like a passing loop for the station. I don't know whether there was perhaps a bigger station here at some point. That's pretty much all it does. There we go. I like it. Yeah, this took me a while. This bit's going to be straight out here. And then the rest of it is a bit raised up and there's like a little parking area. I don't know how accurate the map is currently that I'm using. I've looked at a few pictures, but there's so many changes going on with the rail network at the moment. You never know when you're going to get it right. Or whether it's completely changed. I don't know why I'm smoothing all that out. We're actually got to go under there. We do have 5 tracks here. Actually, it's 6 tracks. I take it back. This actually goes quite a bit further. And then it shrinks in about there. I would imagine it's not overly quick. Because it then dives... We've got to dive round. That should be fine, actually. Got to dive round like that. Again, I don't think it's going to be too speedy. We're going to plough straight through there for now. Oh, let's not get rid of too much of the town. Well, you just going in for now, because you're going up that way. Did I ever finish my sentence about buses? Yeah, there aren't many. So it's going to be a little awkward, to say the least. We're going to have a big bridge here, or a tunnel. So let's try and get it in. Otherwise, we've got no other way. So we're going to knock all this back. And we're going to drop a road down underneath. There's like a motorway and stuff. If we can get this about perfect, I'll be happy. Will that just make a bridge? Nope. Should be high enough, surely. Go on either side. No, you didn't do that right. Snap to the road. Day snap. There we go. Yeah, if we do that, because we can do our trick, can't we, where we lower the road a touch either side. Because it is a low bridge. It is absolutely a low bridge. It is at a bit of an angle. Throat's giving way, guys. Uh-oh. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Soldier on. Right. Yeah, we've got to lower this. I'm determined to get Rugeley in and connected. We've got a bit of time left. I mean, if I can do it all in 45 minutes, that's going to be impressive in itself, isn't it? Absolutely. You're not quite, are you? You're not quite. We lower that bit. We might just have to go down a touch, but it would be nice if we could get a low bridge type thing. Yeah, we've got to go down one more. It's a shame. But what we can do is get this road, and we can do a quick shift page down. This is something I really enjoy, the fact that we can do this now. Is that enough? There we go. You're beautiful. It is it's an iron bridge. I'm gonna say something like that would work for us. Yeah. That's about all we need. That's about all we need. The question is, can we go all the way across? It's looking like it, isn't it, guys? We might have to be a bit sharp up here. No, we're good. We're good. I think that'll do us. I think that'll do us. This one is going to go across the bridge. And then it's got like a little thing. Oop. I don't know why this exists, because it goes to a single track and then back to a double track. But it is what it is, and so we're doing it. That looks about right to me. I am sort of happy with that. Ooh, no, we want the smoothing tool, sir. There we go. Right. And then we've got to head up. Do we have enough room here? Probably. I would like to send this up straight away. If we just go in there, we can delete that bit of road back. This can gradually go up from there. Doesn't have to go up too steep, because the stationary road is kind of there. And that will go up to that point. Alright, it's happening. I don't know why I'm worrying about this. It's not like we can send a bus here. But it might count. They might build around here. There is nothing over here, really. It's more industry or commercial. I'd say industry. So, well, we'll make it work. We'll make it work. There is a motorway and things that we've got to put in. For now, we're just going to get it in. I'm guessing they might use... There's a train every... Or two every... 4? Maybe 4. 2 or 4 every hour. Well, in both directions. So, from Rugeley town, there would be... come on, work it out. There'd be 2 an hour going up to here. Something like that. I mean, I guess that would work, right? That would work. Right, let's bring this back out then. We'll send you up that way, because that's where you're heading. Up to... Stafford? Yeah, you're kind of heading to Stafford, aren't you? So that's the Trent Valley line. West Coast Main Line has been extended. There's no crossover. This is what's interesting for me. There are no crossovers onto the main line that I can see. This just does that, pretty much. I mean, it's not quite as aggressive as that, but it does that, and then straight back out into 2 tracks again. So, I'm sure there's a reason. And then that heads that way. We might have to do something with this, though, because I'm not sure if it's below or above. I mean, if we could get a little bridge over here, it would be nice. Might need to add a gap, just so they can build up. That'll do me. And we'll have a little road bridge over the top. Come on, you can do it. Come on, get over that track. There we go. You're almost doing it. There we go. Just put that in. It's fine. Come on, because we want to get our trains in. For us, obviously, we are going to have a turnaround just here, because otherwise our trains won't be able to turn around. It doesn't matter where they are, really. We're just going to have it there. And there. Oh, come on. You can do this. There we go. There and there. And then we'll have the other one just here. And here, because it's temporary. We can get rid of the other ones once we've done this. And there. And there. Perfect. That should do us. Right. One-way signals. Yes. We're going to have them here and here. We're probably going to need quite a few signals on here, aren't we? Yes, we are. That's going that way. That's going that way. And on the other side, we'll go that way and that way. You're going to need more than that. There's like 4 signals. You're done. We'll just put them in either side of the catenary poles. Is that about... Oh, we're already up here. Lovely, I put a few in. Okay, we'll have some shorter ones just here. That doesn't matter. That's lovely. Get in there, get in there. Beautimous. Alright. Now then, our trains that stop here will no longer stop here. These ones will. These... Oh, do they? Yeah, they will stop here. And they're also going to change. But the ones I'm thinking about... What is this? Tesco Grocery. Caledonian Sleeper. I don't know why I said it like that. Caledonian Sleeper no longer stops at Litchfield, Trent Valley. So, after... I don't know what signal that is. But after that, you're gonna actually stop here. And turn around. Hopefully. There we go. No, that is beautiful. In fact, you could stop... No, that's fine. That's fine. Oh, we got it, guys. Are we extended? Now you stop at Rugeley. Look at that. Beautiful. Have I spelt Rugeley right? I think so. It doesn't look right on here. It looks smaller than... Smaller? Yep, that's a thing. Right. Same with this one. Get rid of Trent Valley. And we'll add... Is that Rugeley? No. No. We're up here. We'll add that into there. That can stop at the same place as well. Where... No, not there. After Mansetter. Mansetter. You're done. You're in. No, you're not really though, are you? Why don't you stay on that one? You've got to do the same as it is. Fine. We'll put you in there. Brereton. Brereton. You're done. How's it looking? Perfecto. And then we'll have our slower trains, which we're going to change. These are still stopping there. But then they're going up. Where are we? Litchfield, where are you? Litchfield, after Litchfield, you continue on your way to here. And you're going to stop on the other side, though. You're going to stop there. Perfect. Sort of perfect. I would like you, after Litchfield, to be there, though. And then you're stopping back at Litchfield when you come into here. Litchfield, Rugeley, Litchfield. And we need to change the Trent Valley to 1. Perfecto. Sort of. Now what we do is we get rid of all this gubbins because it doesn't exist. Oh no, that bit does exist, however. I deleted the wrong thing. Congratulations, sir. You're a winner. Right, let's put this back in, shall we? That won't make anything happy. Right, get rid of this. That's no longer there. Get rid of that and that. There we go, guys. There we go. In fact, that's a bit messy, isn't it? Can we tidy this all up? Yeah, you're going to moan about this, but I prefer if you were nice and smooth with your catenary poles. That's okay. There we go. Is that tidier? A little bit. Ooh, you're just not good, are you? Get rid of all of this. Let's get rid of all the little bits of odd track that we've got going on. Ah, that's not there. No, you're not. Right, get rid of that. That, because otherwise it's not going to do the catenary properly, is it? No. And then we're stuck. I hope we can still get under this bridge after I do all this. That's going to be sad if I can't. Oh, you messed that up. I saw that coming. Well, this can be the lead one. You go under there. There we go, that's fine. That is fine. We'll get rid of all of these. That should be fine. It says, not entirely convinced anymore. No, we're good. We're good, guys. We're on. Ooh, you missed a bit. As long as it does the catenary nice, which it has done. Look at that. Beautiful. Do we like that? Much tidier, isn't it? Much tidier. Right, let's get some signals back in. Yeah. These can be... They are one way. Perfect. There and there. I guess these can be there and there. We're good. We are good. These will be separate because, yeah, because our track splits. That is perfect. That is perfect. Do we want to get rid of... Might as well, right? Might as well upgrade some more signals to LEDs. There we go. Beautiful. I like it. Okay, I think we've got everything we need now. That looks about right to me. This bit, ignore. Nothing turns round at Rugeley as far as I know. The one that stops on these platforms is going to Crew, I believe. The ones that stop here are going to head back the other way. They're going... There are two London Euston trains. There's the mainline ones and there's these. Right, they're going past there. There we go. I'm sort of happy with that. Not much is going to happen with this at the moment. I'm not entirely convinced about this being in a cut-in. I think it's actually up, but we'll get to that. Anyway, replacement. These are supposed to be EMUs. However, I think what we're going to do with these is have them as diesels for now. And we're going to have them as 47s. Let's do it. We're going to have them green. There we go. BR green with blood and custards on the back. No, actually, not blood and custards. I want them with BR coaches on the back. Not how it does. Come on. If you select passenger, this will be... We're going to have the BR blues. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going to have 8. And we're going to have it just one end to be a bit more traditional. Done. That... Can we play it now? Do we have any issues? Maybe, for a little bit. Are we happy? I'm sort of happy that this is all in. Why is the red one? Change size. Don't change size. I could do it with terminals, can't we? Could you be on 2? There you go. Oh, I thought it had messed it up then. It hadn't. There we go. That's better. We'll separate them like that. It matters not. That's not how it's going to be in the end. But our Caledonian Sleeper goes quite some distance now. That's your last run, sir. We're saying goodbye to all of these. Are you in the right place? I thought you were on the other track then. Are you stopping here? You've got to be, really. Because this is Litchfield. Oh, look, we're pretty much ending where we started. But we get to see a new train. There we go. There we go. I love it. Now, does this go via Northampton? Because it technically should. I would like this to be the Northampton train, to be honest. We will sort that out. Or do I? No, I might not. I might have the Northampton train as the one that goes via Birmingham New Street. This is the one that avoids it. Alright. That's that done. We have new trains. Any of these platforms are all fairly long, aren't they? Yeah, so it kind of makes sense for this to be long. I do like that. The way it goes, they look good, don't they? I put them green, BR green, for London North Western. Yeah, that works. Brilliant, guys. We have Rugeley in. It's a big step for us. I am going to research how we need to do this bit and get Rugeley town in. And then what? I guess we head down this way, wherever we're going. Cannock. Yeah, we're heading towards Cannock. So that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be heading this way, and we're going to be going to Walsall. I would like to get this in, because getting this bit hooked up that's kind of just been left hanging is going to be rather nice for us. We won't worry too much about the sidings, because I really want to get the main lines in desperately. We are running out of time, aren't we? We're already at August. I don't mean of the episode, although we are running out of time for that too. Breathe, sir. No, we are running out of time before Transport Fever 2 is upon us, which is making me panic a little bit, because we've got still a lot of main lines to do. Although not as much. Not as much. We're going to have to figure out some way to do extra detailing on this, I think. Maybe the odd live stream. No, stop mentioning live streams. Your internet's rubbish. You can't do that. I'll figure it out, guys. I'll figure it out. What I'll probably do is just plow straight through it. Now, if you missed the, or you avoided the Nottingham episode, I changed all this. We have a new layout for Nottingham. So I'll end with that, which is mightily better. It's superb, in fact. I prefer this. This is closer to how things work. We have an up, up, down, down situation, and then it joins in there. We've got our little commuter train on the way over. What should we end with, guys? What should we end with? I mean, it would be kind of nice to see if anybody starts using the Rugeley station. Although, to be honest, I don't think you reach anywhere. No, you don't. I think our Sims, our little people here, are going to start using, when we put Rugeley Town in, they're going to use that as a little shuttle to get to go up that way, go north and south. Yeah. We've got Stafford's right there. We're going to be up there soon. I think that will be kind of nice for us. We've got to branch off Brereton upon Trent, don't we? Is this the one? That's the one. That doesn't look right. Is that right? I guess it could wiggle that way a little bit. Well, yes, it has to. You have to go through Hatton and Tutbury. I believe there's another one. Uttoxeter as well. Oh no, this might be heading up to Stoke-on-Trent. Well, that's awkward. That blew that plan. So where does Stafford come into it? Does this go through Stafford? Surely. Oh dear. You can check the map afterwards. You can yell at the screen more. And I'll be like, I don't know what I'm doing. Why have we ended up in Nozzle? Is that? How do you pronounce that? Nozzle? Nozzle. The answer's on a postcard for that one. Okay, let's find a place to be. I'm all sorts of happy. Do you know what? We should sit down here, shouldn't we? Now our trains go through. Litchfield. Yeah, we'll sit in Litchfield. We've got some lovely trees over there. We can look like here from the sidings. All of that. Let's hide the other bit. And then we get to see the trains going across the top and see if anybody starts getting on at Litchfield. Alright, hide this. Thanks for watching, guys. That's been episode 96. A little shorter than usual, as my throat is repaired. Not too much, though. And people are getting off. They're probably expecting the train to turn around there, but it no longer does, which makes me happy. Rugeley is in. Our West Coast main line is extending, and soon they'll meet back up again. Because we've got a bit from Wolverhampton to go as well. But yes, hope you enjoyed it. It's good to be back. We're gonna eventually slide back into normality again and pretend none of this happened over the last few weeks. Which you can't say, can you? Because they're there. The videos are there to be seen as proof. I'll deny everything. I've been perfectly fine. Alright then, guys, thanks for watching again, and until next time, take care.